This is the introduction, and it's called Sowing the Introduction. Like, think of uh, potting seeds. Alright, this story is about judgment all around. Nations judging nations from bones to blood, with trees of impurity akin to trees of lineage. How hate evolves. For a good amount of human civilization, we generally cling to likeness, familiarity, and categorization without knowing exactly why. But deep down, emotionally and logically, it made sense to all life, including us. Everyone deals with these differently cross-culturally, for better or worse, with pride or shame via social engineering, from the from hidden from the world, like the lost Prince James, who was hidden away due to epilepsy, and dehumanization class moments of early British and American asylums to keep what this awful dynamic coined idiots and morons away from the general public. Moron and idiot being actual medical diagnoses back in the day for eugenic sterilization purposes, which were upheld unfortunately by the courts, such as the situation with Carrie Buck and her family in their Virginian colonies. Uh, Ancient times mirrored this, or I should have said modern times mirrors the ancient world, but whatever. Ancient times mirrored this, as Aristotle suggested, as to the exposure and rearing of children. Let there be a law that no deformed child shall live. End quote. And Plato's Republic of Controlling the Womb. Infanticide in general is a banal reality, such as forced female infanticide in China, India, and Pakistan to Edo Japan period of killing a second, third son. In Nigeria, the word eme ogbe is another judgment practice based on paternity certainty. It meant the baby was dumb if the baby was born before a woman's first period. Crap, I forgot where I was. And similar strange rules for the third, or buried alive altogether. I imagine all the male-oriented control over women's bodies makes you think, and it would make me think, what about the other way around? Well, apparently, since 2008 in Papua New Guinea, the women of Omosa and Agubu villages joined together to kill the male babies to stop the men from fighting, thinking there's a curse put upon them for the male violence. This reminded people of the Bible, where Israelite wives who killed their babies so there would be men to fight the Egyptians. And the Amaso and Ibigu situation went on for 20 years. Kids question everything, but maybe not their mortality that often, because we don't incentivize critical thinking and like politics, nuanced politics to them. And when we do, we say it's grooming or whatever. But anyways, um, kids don't question their mortality often, but in 1988, a girl named Ashanti Del Silva suffered all her life from an immune disorder that left her crippled, in pain, and with a sickness. It was literally all she knew besides her parents' love. They tried helping Ashi and consented to their daughter with the first gene transplant therapy at 4 years old. One day she awoke in pain, saying darkly to her parents, "Mommy, you shouldn't have had a child like me." But currently she was recently telling her story to the Bio Buzz Center, and she's alive and happy now. And that concludes part one of my prologue, or my introduction, I guess.